a beautiful morning, very beautiful morning, and every morning I keep on reminding myself. I keep on reminding you guys. My name is definitely Mr. Gazemba. Mr. Gazemba on YouTube, Moses Gazemba on TikTok, Facebook, Moses Gazemba, Instagram, Moses Gazemba. Please follow me, follow me, follow me. And today, what captured my mind is something off classroom. It's something off children parenting, is off whatever. But this is one thing that crisscrossed my mind yesterday. And I say, we can have a discussion on this, you know? And there's this question everybody keeps on asking, or every discussion I engage in, even sometimes students tend to ask me, Mister, who comes first between your mom and your wife? Who is number one? Whom do you love most? In fact, that's the word most students ask me, and even in church or whatever place, whatever discussion I have, everybody keep on asking me this question. Between your mother and your wife, who comes first? Who is number one? And I think this is a very, very, very critical discussion we need to have. We need to understand this. Anyway, in case if you're watching this channel for the first time, I'm encouraging you to just comment, like, and share, and follow us please on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, follow us on YouTube. I said on YouTube is Mr. Gazemba, and mostly I'm dealing most about child parenting and how to make our children more successful than us. But now, as a father, have you ever had discussion with your son that between your wife, between your wife and your mother, who comes first? This is a discussion everybody asks. And today I think I'm going to answer in a very good perspective that I understand. Now, number one, I'm not going to go in a level of numbering them, who comes number one, who comes number last. Because from where I sit, I understand that my wife is part of me. My wife and I, we came together and we formed a family. My wife made a sacrifice to bear sons for me. I'm not saying my wife is number one, but I'm trying to say this. As a man or as a father, you have to understand this. Between your wife and your mother, everybody have their own different parts in your life. And you know, it's a bit, when I see men discussing about this discussion, sometimes I feel so bad because I wonder, you men, do you really understand? The type of love you have between you and your mother and you and your wife? Because where I sit, the way I love my wife, this is so different the way I'm going to love my mother. This is my mother and this is my wife. Of course, I have that feeling, I have those affection with my wife, but I don't have those feeling and affection with my mother. I love my mother because he gave birth to me, he raised me, he carried me in her womb for 9 months, but I can't have sexual feeling or arousement between me and my mother. So when I see a man comparing the wife and the mother, I see this man, the upstairs, there's something wrong. Because me, I love my wife because we share a lot of things with my wife. True, I love my wife because she is my life partner. I love my wife because she is the mother to my sons and daughters to come. I love my wife because she is my everything that we do together. We came together to do what? To make life. So we are with her in everything. Number two, I also love my mother so much because my mother carried me in a womb for 9 months. My mother took care of me. My mother was able to teach me some values. So the love I have for my mother, it cannot be the same love I have for my wife. So when I see this discussion whereby, between your wife and your mother, who comes first? You know, to me, it's like you're comparing your first wife to second wife, those who have first and second wife. I think that discussion, I can jump in and have a good discussion about it. Between your first wife and second wife, who comes first? Between the mother to your first son, or the mother to those who have different children outside there. That's the discussion we can have. But a mother, you cannot have two mothers. You only have one mother. This one need to understand. You cannot have two mothers. You only have one mother who is called your mother. Even the English word itself, mother is different from wife. Mother is somebody who gave birth to you. Your mother cannot give birth for you. I want to use that English. Your mother cannot make you a father. Your mother cannot make you a father. But listen to this. Your wife is the one who gave you that title of a father. So these are two different discussions, two different elements of which I want men who are raising up nowadays. That discussion you need to have with your wife. This is your wife. Come on, your mother cannot enter into your bedroom. Period. You cannot sleep with your mother in the same bed, period. Your wife is the person you all live together in your bedroom, is somebody you live together. And the Bible is very categorical in this. Man, you will leave your parents. Wife, listen to this again. Woman, you will leave your parents. You'll go together and find a man, and you'll come together and become one family. So this idea of responsible men, I call them useless, worthless men. They allow the women to leave their mothers, leave their fathers, and you want to maintain the same relationship with your mother and your father. It doesn't work like that. This is what is making sometimes most families don't work well. Please, a man, leave your mother for your father. I want to repeat it again. A man, leave your mother for your father. I'm not saying negligate your mother. No. Play your role as a son. Don't substitute your father you want to become the husband to your mother. And this one talk to mothers outside there. You cannot be your son's wife. You are not in competition with your son's wife. Let your son's wife enjoy the life with his husband. Now that your son is not competing with the father. Can you draw these lines clearly, man? Can you draw these lines clearly? There are things I don't, like me, I tell my mom straight in the eyes, you are my beautiful mother, period. You are not my wife. I look straight to my wife, I tell you know what, darling? You are my beautiful wife, not my mother. And when I want to do something for my mother, I don't need to ask my wife. That is my mother. That is personally now. When I want to do something for my mother, I just inform my wife, you know what? I'm planning to do this and this to my mother. Period. Don't discuss about that one. And when I want to do something to my mother, to my wife, I don't need to go and consult my mother. That is none of our business. After all, it is not my wife, it is not my mother who gave me the wife I married today. And I think men should stand up very well. You know, I had these I call them baby boys. Mommy's boys. Mommy's what? You need to grow up and become a man. Become a strong man. And outline this definition right in your house. Listen to me. Your mother is not in competition with your wife. Your wife is not in competition with your mother. Everybody have their own line. Can everybody play their side? Kila mtu afuatilie side yake. Let your mother respect your wife. Let your wife respect your mother as you outline the duties clearly as a man. This is what is going to call upon every parent, not every parent, every man outside there. Stand up and tell everybody, this is my mother, this is my wife. My mother gave birth to me. I am the way I am because of my mother. But the sons I'm having today, they call me a father because of this wonderful lady in the name of my wife. My mother has the husband who is my father. Listen to me. And my wife has the husband who is me. So everybody to stay in their own line. And these lines are never drawn by women. These lines are drawn by men who stand up. So I pity men who start saying my wife comes number one before my dad. It never happens like that. Thank you so much. I'm Mr. Gazemba. Subscribe in this channel in case you're watching for the first time. Have a good day.